Alright, so it's been about 3 days since my last video, and I just want to say real quick, I'm sorry about that. Things got a bit hectic. I've been kind of busy lately, but now I'm back. And today's video is something I think a lot of you are going to enjoy. We're diving into a bunch of new ideas and concepts that could seriously improve Dead Rails. So, as many of you already know, just a few days ago we got one of the biggest content updates ever. Like, it was stacked. New weapons, new classes, new mechanics, and it honestly felt like the devs went all out. And what's cool is that the player base clearly responded. The servers have been way more active, and the hype is back. That's why I think the devs are probably more motivated than ever to keep pumping out quality updates. And since updates usually come out every 2 weeks, we've got about a week and a half left until the next one drops. So now's the perfect time to drop some suggestions, my neat. And trust me, the ideas I'm going to go over today are either super popular on the official Discord, or just make so much sense for the game's setting and balance. Before we get into it, if you're new here or you've been watching for a while, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I'm really trying to hit 10,000 subs by the end of June. And with your help, I know we can get there. And don't forget to watch until the end, because YouTube will push this video to more people. And maybe even the devs will see it too. That would be wild. Anyway, let's not waste time. Let's jump in. So, first off, like you probably saw in the thumbnail, we're starting with a buff suggestion for the President class. Right now, President is probably the worst class in the game for solo players. Honestly, even Zombie feels more playable sometimes. So here's a pretty creative fix from the Suggestions tab. Instead of only summoning a soldier on death, President now starts with a soldier right away. You can drag and weld the soldier to your train, and here's the fun part. The soldier will automatically headshot nearby enemies, though with reduced damage to keep it balanced. Also, the soldier can still shoot while being dragged. And when either the President or the soldier falls below 60 health, they both get a speed boost, like a last stand kind of mechanic. But enemies will detect you from 1.5 times farther away, so it's a double-edged sword. Someone also suggested renaming the soldier to Bodyguard, which I actually like. Fits the vibe better, and maybe a little outfit change could sell the aesthetic. Now let's talk about Zombie. Zombie is another class that's been sitting at the bottom of most tier lists for a while now, but here's a concept that might finally bring it back to life. No pun intended. Zombies could eat other dead zombies and gain 35 HP, but they can't use any healing items. And if they try, it backfires. Like using a bandage would drain 40 horsepower, and snake oil takes away 55 horsepower. Ouch. However, zombies don't attract other zombies anymore, unless they hit one. Then that specific zombie fights back, but the rest won't get involved. Now here's where things get spicy. The bite ability. You can bite monsters like werewolves, vampires, outlaws, horses, etc. for 3 seconds and gradually heal up to 50 HP. Or you can bite players, which starts a slow but deadly health drain. It lasts until the player dies, and when they do, they spawn as a hostile zombie that starts attacking others. Cooldown is 2 minutes 30 seconds. So not spammy, but super impactful if timed well. Zombie also gets buffs based on what kind of enemies they eat. Regular zombies, the player will have a normal healing fast zombies. Or horses, the player will heal plus 2.5% speed, up to 25%. Vampires, of course, will be plus 5% passive healing, up to 50%. Wolves, just casual mobs, so like plus 1% damage resistance, up to 144%. 25% outlaws, which is more interesting, plus 2.5% reload Chasok's fire rate, up to 25%. And bosses like Goliath or Nicola, they bypass caps and buff you all the way to 50%. That would finally give zombies real strategy and make them feel way more interactive and rewarding. Now, moving on, and you probably saw this one in the preview too. A new POI concept, the Saloon. So what can you expect in a saloon? Well, you walk in and see a bartender serving drinks. You can actually interact with him, order something, hang out. It's a chill vibe. There are also outlaws chilling inside, all with different bounties and sizes. You can talk to them too, and just don't be stupid. If you insult or attack anyone, things can go south fast. Sometimes you might hear banjo music coming from a musician in the corner. And fun fact, the music actually heals nearby players slowly. It's small details like this that really bring the world to life. But here's where it gets chaotic. Different random events can happen inside the saloon. The bartender turns out to be a zombie and throws potions. Some good, some bad. Meanwhile, other zombies appear disguised as customers, and a full-on bar fight breaks out between the zombies and outlaws. Or maybe two rival gangs show up and start arguing. And it escalates into a gunfight. You can either help one side and get rewarded with random loot if they win, or just watch the chaos unfold. But be careful, stray bullets exist. And sometimes an outlaw might randomly challenge you to a duel. If you accept, you both get revolvers with 12 shots. No items, no armor. It's a straight up 1 versus 1. If you lose, you die permanently, no revive. But if you win, you get 10 bonds on normal, 15 on nightmare, plus loot like snake oils, bandages, metal crates, or even armor. Now tell me that's not one of the coolest POI ideas they've had. Alright, now let's move on to new class concepts. First up, the Alchemist. This class is straight up broken in a cool way. You spawn with 3 empty bottles and 3 bottles of unicorn blood. And with this class, liquids don't evaporate, unless they're on a player. You can also craft unique potions no other class can make, like Cloak Potion, Zombie Blood, plus Unicorn Blood. Makes monsters ignore you. Parasitic Potion, Necromancy Soup plus Blood. Spawns a parasite that takes over a dead enemy or player. If it dies, it jumps to someone else nearby. Discharge Potion, Angel Tears plus Holy Water plus Kerosene. Completely disarms an enemy. Electricity Potion, Holy Water plus Blood. Makes you immune to electricity for a while. Black Poison, Angel Tears plus Devil Blood. Disintegrates everything it touches. Enemies, buildings, the works. Cost, 100 bonds. And honestly, yeah, it's overpowered, but in the best way. Next, Wizard class. This one's more of a magic-based DPS. You spawn with a wand, and you get to choose fire or lightning. Fire lets you shoot fireballs. Upgrade it with $700 to shoot a giant blue fireball. Lightning lets you shoot an electrometer bolt, and after upgrading, you shoot 3 bolts at once. Base damage for both is 50. Upgraded fire, 300. Upgraded lightning, 350. Ammo, 40. Reload time, 1 second, normal. 10 seconds, upgraded. Recharge, throw 2 holy waters on the wand. Health, 120. Cost, 150 bonds. Downside, no shovel. And during the day, you're 1.5 times slower than the werewolf. So yeah, that's it for today's batch of ideas. From class buffs to saloon chaos, and wild new classes like the Wizard and Pirate. There's a ton of creative stuff the devs could pull from. What do you all think? Would you want to see any of these in the next update? Or maybe you've got even better ideas? Let me know in the comments. I always read through them, and who knows? Maybe your idea will make it into the next video. And again, if you enjoyed this, leave a like, and don't forget to subscribe. Let's hit that 10K goal together before June ends. Catch you in the next one.